No, I wouldn't. This afternoon. I know why. You didn't put them out, huh? No, you got up to wedding picture when you were wearing it.
Speed.
Dad was at our house. Oh my God!
I'm barely a very reference.
I know. My nose. I can't wet my nose. Thank you. Thank you. Happy anniversary. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. And oh, it's Dick himself.
I got
Oh
you
my God.
on film.
I'm all ghost pimples. Oh.
You were surprised.
Oh, I'm surprised. Oh.
So we're gonna go out to eat?
Yeah, we were going to. Oh my gosh. Oh. I gotta go see my sister.
Nice seeing you. Hi, how's everything?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. The best.
Oh, wonderful.
The best of ever.
Oh, thank you. Nice seeing you again. Oh, thank you.
Mike, I'm a good looking
Boy, they got a lot of people to see, I'll tell you.
I know my I do take it.
Good.
Still working at Tempex?
Oh yeah, still did. Diane still did. I asked Diane if she was gonna come.
You know.
She said that she didn't know if she was gonna come or not. You know, the invitation Paul got it really late, and he didn't send in for it because he moved. You know.
Again?
Yeah. So.
I don't see him. He doesn't talk to me. So, you know, he has this problem, and I keep away.
Yeah. Well, he'll get over it.
Huh?
He'll get over it.
Well, I hope for his sake. I can't do nothing. He's got to do for himself what he wants to do. Nobody else can do it. But it's too bad.
Thank you very much. Oh my gosh.
who's at all the different tables.
Very good, fine.
Got it straight.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, it's clear. Now let's take that off. It's very straight. I looked at it. It's a nice straight There we go. Okay, there.
Ooh, Bobby.
Say cheese.
Cheese, Michael.
Cheese, Michael.
Cheese, Michael.
Oh, off part. Hold on.
While they're cutting the cake, we'll just go around to some of the tables. And we'll start at this one. This is the Lomas table. And if all of you don't remember, that's Jeanette Cody Lomas, married to Jack Lomas. And we have here Ernest.
Irving.
Ernest.
Close it up. Close it up, Ernest. Close it up. Okay.
Now wait a minute. The last time I saw him, he looked like this.
What a beautiful baby, though.
And would you like to introduce your lovely wife?
Oh, my wife, Marilyn.
Marilyn. Then we have his brother John.
Right.
John's the other one in the picture.
That's right.
Look at that face. Don't love it?
Changed a bit. My wife did not.
Now this is little baby Sue. And her husband. Great. Great. People taking notes. We're taking a test here. Right after. And then we have baby Tommy. Now keep this. We've got like 3 Sue Lomases here.
Yeah, my wife Susan.
Sue. So when they say Sue Lomas won, they all jump up. Now over here, now we also have a picture of their wedding at the table over there, and of course, it's in black and white. Now, then we have Connie Cody, who is married to Ed LaChance. So she must be Connie LaChance. Now we have this guy here. Now, he happened to be a pretty good referee. We were up to Freiburg when Brett was playing basketball a few seasons ago, and this is Dick Cody and his wife, Kathy. They do a few lousy calls. I won't hold that against you. Now, over here on this table is the Roderick side of the family. And you know what was amazing? My brother Paul sent back to all of you a little breakdown that he did with this. I think Franciscans did the family background, and the Rodericks, and then he did background there, and he did background of the Codys. And what was amazing is that the Codys and the Rodericks both ended up in Quebec about the same day, at the same year, which was amazing. One was from Portugal. They were Portuguese, right? And then the Codys were from France. So the background, that whole research was done. So that was amazing. And then to have them meet in Lewiston, Maine, another family, which is nice. So this is part of the Roderick family. Now we have, let me start over here with my uncle and my aunt, Cecile and Ernest. That's where the Ernest came from, by the way. Sorry. And this is Cecile and Ernest. By the way, my mother still thinks she spells it more correctly than you.
We spell it the same way. I know. I'm different.
Then we have my aunt here and my cousin Michael and my aunt Laura. And then over here we have some wives missing a husband, and I think my cousin decked out, but he's taking pictures over there. That's Dickie, and this is Nelson, and their wives, and the wife Susan and the wife Sandra. This is Dick right here, by the way, the guy in the camera. Don't worry, he has no film in the camera. So there's no cutting the cake? Okay. Over here we have some friends of my parents who go around the table. We have the Brussos, and the Brussos lived near us until probably 20 years ago. Wonderful. I don't know, you look marvelous. You look marvelous. And this is the Brussos. And we have some real good friends here of the family, the Donovans. And the only thing I remember the Donovans, that's the funniest thing in the world, was to try to see this man and my father get in a canoe. I've never in my life saw anybody not be able to get into a canoe. I mean, on shore, and it tipped. I just can't figure it out. But we have it done with Billy and Billy. Yeah, I remember those crazy, terrible things. Then over here we have the Lafreniers. My dad met the Lafreniers. Dad went to work for the Lafreniers, over to Memere, and we have Ray and his wife, Irene, and they're wonderful friends of mine. We're going to do one more table here. There's some more friends of the family over here, and some near relatives, and I'll explain that as we go along. We have the Carbonos, Mr. and Mrs. Richard Carbono, and they're very, very good friends of my parents. And now this is my mother's near sister. If my mother had a sister, she'd have this lady as a sister. And the family, one thing that happened, the family of the Cotes and Lavells have always been very close for many, many years. One, that they lived across the street from one another. Two, that I found out that I think it was Blanche babysat Pants. What are my pants? What did she babysit? Sure she did. I remember that. You don't remember that? Yeah, that's Oscar Lavelle Jr. So we had the two Lavelles that lived next to each other. There was Lucian Lavelle family, and that's your dad. And then there was Oscar Lavelle that lived next door. And you know what's amazing? I lived in North Wyndham, Maine, and 6 houses from my house. You know who lives there? Hans Lavelle's daughter. Isaiah. Yep, she lives right around the corner. Yep, and you know what I have? I think I took it out and left it home, but I've got a picture of Oscar, probably when he was around 20. Oscar Sr. Oscar Sr. And I keep forgetting to go over and give that to Nancy, but I've got that picture to give to them. So we have the Buckleys, Paul and Anita. Now we have this gentleman. Now I did have him as a school teacher. And Ryan, I want you to know that I passed. No, not that you didn't. It's just that I want you to know that I passed. This is Mr. and Mrs. Persky. Now, remember I told you about the relatives that are relatives but not relatives? Well, this is my sister's mother-in-law and father-in-law, right? She says no. She must be a politician. Well, we have Mr. and Mrs. Jakes, and that's Ron Jake's parents. We're going to come back here on some of the other tables in a few minutes. We'll let you have your dessert. Well, she didn't want to talk me out of it. She told me under no circumstances. But for $10, anybody could. Well, I'm going to go to this table here. We've got a mix here of some cousins. We have from Peggy Bro side of the family, which is Peggy Cody. We have Claire and Ron Levesque right here, and some of their children. We'll introduce them as well. This is Ron and Claire. You'll see her brother, but I don't want to give anything away. And then we have Carrie. This is Carrie, which is Claire's daughter. And now you went to school with one of my sisters, Claudine. Yeah, Claudine, hi. There she is over there. Do you have 22 kids like you have? Two. Well, you got a lot of catching up to do. By the way, there's available rooms tonight. And maybe introduce your husband.
My husband Gary.
Gary. And your last name. Her sister, Michelle. And Michelle's married with 22 children. 23 children. And your husband, last name? That's correct. One thing is that our family is still on smile. Yep. And then we have Claudette. Now we have Aunt Lil, Cote, and the Bushiers that were out in Massachusetts. About the only ones that were out in Boucher.
It's all right. It's just the Wolof and the way you pronounce it. Right?
That's fine. If it's worth more than $10, it's Boucher. and her husband Levi, right? Eli. Well, you know, they told me he was in the jean business. You're not in the jean business? I've been kissing up to him all night to get him in jeans. Forget it. Free jeans. Well, I won't say. Boy, I almost got in trouble on that one. Now over here we have her brother. He still says he's your brother, right?
I don't know.
No. This is Raymond. Now Raymond's in Maine, I think.
Yes.
You have to take about a 6-hour ride to get to him, but he's still in the state of Maine. No, about 5.
You can't get there.
You can't get there from here. Yes. And could you introduce your wonderful family?
This is my daughter Nicole and my wife Mary. Boucher.
Boucher. Now, I'll just start by saying, this is no lady, this is my mother-in-law. Now, I did that. I used to work at the main mall at my grandfather main mall, but Lamy William Schuster. About 10 years ago, she walked in, and somebody came up and says, "Bob, there's a lady out there to see you." And I looked out, he cut this. That's no lady, that's my mother-in-law. I had 3 customers wanting to cut my throat. And her husband, Roger. Now we're going to get to some of the interesting people here. I don't know if we'll start over here on this table. My wife's paying me big bucks to keep the last. But we have the amazing thing when you have functions like this, or our family gets together at Christmas time, is that there's one person in this family that's been holding this all together for years and been putting a tremendous amount of work together. She was the gal, the person that sent you all the invitations, that did a lot of the legwork, and my other sister received the invitations back, and we did a lot of things collectively, but the person who did a lot of the work is right here. This is my sister Kathy. This is her better half. I'm sorry, this is her husband, Ron Jakes. I just want to tell you a quick story, and I'll be real quick about it. Ron used to always pick my sister up, and dull dates. They used to sit in front of my parents' house in the car and talk. Can you believe that? Well, I assumed that that's what they did. But on Campus Avenue with broad daylight under a street light, it must have been talking. I was running out the door one night, heading out for a meeting, and the car was in front of the house. So I opened the door and I jumped in the front seat with them, and all of a sudden I look over, and it wasn't them. It was totally somebody else who had a similar kind of put off there. So I stopped doing things like that. So we met up. And then they have 2 terrific kids. We have Kristen and Kristen. Stand right up. Let's show you all. This is Kristen. Kristen is 19 years old in the midget. How old are you? 7, that's correct. You can sit down now. Then we have Matthew, my nephew Matthew. Stand up, Matt. Now, Matt's in 7th grade. Going to the 8th grade. Right, Matt Jakes. Now, over here, I've got all my family is here. This is wonderful. Now, this is my wife, Deborah. And this year, July 20th, we'll be celebrating our 18th. 13 in February, so hopefully he'll learn to roll. And this is my scout, my trooper here. This is Chad Man, 10-year-old Chad. Now, this table with the twins.
Sleeping, we hope.
Where did they go?
Gone.
Gone?
They went to one of the rooms.
Well,
They went to the room.
Well, if you look at the pictures of the family, you'll see some little kid. And you think that might be maybe Dan's daughter or something. But it wasn't. It was my younger sister, Claudine. And this is Claudine. And I said, Dad. And I tried Claudette for them to have a child named Claudette Claude. But it wouldn't work. And then this is Benny Buddy. Come on, Benny. And Claudine, who's that?
And this is Janine Bergeron.
Your...
Fine, I don't like to say it, Claude's mother.
And then over here we have another young lady. She has 4 children because the twins are sleeping.
We hope.
We hope. Stand right up. This is Amanda. Amanda Bergeron. Turn right around. And then my brother, the eldest of the family, and doing very well, by the way. And the most reverend, my brother, Chris. He's been keeping track. Some of my neighbors have been up to Sugarloaf, and they see him there for service, and they say they like him because he's fast. I had one of the girls in the office who was in Bedford, and she said, my baby was baptized. I said, by your brother? I said, wonderful. She said, he baptized 15 children. I said, yes, and we were out in 20 minutes. Now, that's a pretty good deal. How much you get for baptism? 15 this time, 15. Wow. Now, this table here. This is my brother, Dan, and his lovely wife, Marion, and he's retired, and she's got double checks. Now, this is Ryan, and Ryan just graduated from Yarmouth High School this year, and, well, I won't tell the story. That's okay, I won't tell anything about Mrs. Shaw, but if you want to know, see me later, and I'll explain the whole story. And would you like to introduce your friend?
Yes, this is Christine J.
Christine Shay. Shay? Shay, good. Christine. Oh, by the way, that's Dan's son. And this is Dan's short son. Stand up. Now, I'm going to just show you something. Hold your hands like this, and then I'm going to go like this. This is David and his wife, Laurie. And David is a great fisherman. He thinks so, but that's okay. He did a great job. That's right. And then we have another brother belonging to Dan. Oh, well, not belonging to Dan. Son to Dan, a brother to you. And that's Stephen, and he's in Pennsylvania. So, and then the honor couple of the evening. My hands are cold. Why don't you stand up and come up here for a second? For you, thanks to the Bushes, the Busher, or the Butchers. Well, you sit right down here. We're gonna do this for you. Turn your chairs around. I want everyone to be able to see this screen. This is something that was prepared by Raymond and his sisters, and for presentation to me. We're going to show this to you a little bit of something. I never knew my mother and father were Hollywood movie stars, but tonight, on this here stage, you're going to watch and Let's see if we can do this. This is going to take just a second before it warms up here, so.
When I was a young man courting the girls, I played the waiting game. If a maid refused me with tossing curves, I let the old As time came around, she came. Oh, it's a long, long time from May to December. But the days grow short when you reach September. When the autumn weather turns the leaves to flame,
as good as ever.